Welcome back to Climbing Psychology. Today I'll give you 3 tips that will help you improve your motivation and your progression, and also hopefully your fun while climbing. The cat is purring. When you start a new activity, you will see a linear improvement. Everything will be fast and steady. But that is actually a lie. In fact, the improvement will have a logarithmic curve or shape. The further you go, the harder it will be to have the same amount of improvement. This is very important to keep in mind, especially if the way you measure yourself and your improvement is based on grades only. Because the further you go, the further you continue climbing, the more frustrated you will feel about your improvement. Mastery and self-efficacy are important, but to keep up your motivation, I will give you some tips. Try as much as possible to have fun. It might seem cheesy, but it's always about the process rather than the outcome. The more you're able to enjoy what you do to improve, the more likely you will stick to it and you will see improvements in the long run. The cat looks for attention. Divide your capacity into multiple skills. There is much more than the grade you can climb. It's important that you focus on the different skills that actually make your improvement and your skill set. So if you notice that you have some things that your skill might improve, but the gap between the different grades might be too big to actually see the difference. So if you work on the things that you're not as good, if you work on the skills that are made, Litty, no. Analyze the different skills you need and make an active effort to try to improve them. If you do that, the curve might look more like this. And this is linked to the next tip. Focus on something that you're not good at. Whenever you try something that is out of your comfort zone, you're learning so much more. It's faster, it's more rewarding. Of course, you have to go over your ego, the fact that you don't feel so good about yourself and you don't feel so capable anymore, but it will give you many, many returns. And also the skills that you learn will be transferable to the things that you really are good at. So for example, maybe you're super good at crimping, but you're not super good at pinching. So if you improve your pinching ability, you will feel more rested and you feel more capable also when you're on crimps on the same routes. When you're starting to go real hard and you're trying to push your physical limits, you will start noticing a very uncomfortable sensation. Let it be the forearm pump or the intensity of a campus move. Sometimes the intensity is just so unbearable to stand mentally that you want to give up. What is happening is that actually your brain is trying to send a message. This is an uncomfortable situation because it's something that you're not used to. It's infrequent and it's recognized by your brain as a danger. For your brain, there must be some sort of risk, like of injury, that happens. Otherwise, you would be doing these kind of things anyways, right? So your brain is actually pressing you to stop. What is interesting is actually studies comparing beginners and intermediates show a big difference in the way the brain sends this stop signal. And it's also different for elite athletes, but that is a bit peculiar thing. But the thing is that the beginners have this mental threshold that is far behind the physical threshold. And the more you improve, the more you exercise, the more you get accustomed to those levels of intensity and uncommon situations, the more this threshold will be raised. And when you're at the elite level, this mental threshold and physical threshold get so close to each other that actually athletes are very prone to going further the physical threshold and actually injure themselves. So the next time you're trying something very hard, remember that this feeling that you feel might not be very realistic, that you can actually do much more than what you think. I was very surprised myself to see that I could get new high points after 5 times I tried to send the route. Or sometimes I'm able to get my new high point at the very end of a very intense session, like 3 hours, 4-hour sessions. Of course, you have to be conservative in a sense. So for example, don't do very hard stuff without warming up properly, or don't do the very same move that is dangerous for your fingers many, many times in a row, but you probably have much more to give than what you expect. And also remember that this cannot be achieved all the time. So if you try to push this limit too frequently, for example, throughout a week, you might get burned out. So think carefully when you actually want to push your limit and when it's not really worth it. Finally, the last tip, it's about asking for beta. So social comparison can be a double-edged blade. For some, it's just a source of anxiety, but some other is a real good input to get motivated and improve. Climbing is a social sport, and we are social animals. Our environment will, at least to some extent, shape the way we climb and the way we improve. It's not a secret that many elite athletes gather together and work on very hard projects to push each other.
It's hard.
Ciao.
Hey, ciao. Your way was, I just felt I have to be really motivated to go there fast, because this one is really sharp.
You have to take it like with a thumb on the top, then it's not so sharp.
For us, average climbers, it's important that we surround each other with very supportive friends. Even better if you can find someone who is very into teaching. When I started climbing, I met 2 of the best climbers of the club. When I was climbing 6A's, they were already climbing 7B pluses and 8A's. But notwithstanding the difference in the grades that we were climbing, they were so much into teaching that they could teach me stuff even though they were extremely simple for them. So they knew the basics, they knew the techniques, they were able to get into my shoes and help me improve a lot. Most of the times you see pros and coaches saying that you would want to climb with someone who is slightly better than you. I don't agree. For me, I climbed with the people that were slightly better than me, but sometimes, of course, they would give nice input, but they didn't have that kind of mindset and teaching abilities also, let's say, to make me improve as much as those 2 climbers that really were into this. Another example is that I learned a lot with lattice training videos and Tom Randall. Tom Randall is an elite climber, climbs extremely hard stuff, and notwithstanding, he was able to teach so much to us. And I improved my climbing abilities thanks to him. I do recognize that too. My practical tip is to use asking for beta as an input to make new friends. This will not only help improve your climbing, but it will also improve the sense of connection within the community and make you feel better. After all, it's always us against the wall and not against each other. Of course, the cat made the room darker, but it doesn't matter. If you like this video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up and you will subscribe for supporting me. Maybe you're looking forward to the video for advanced climbers. I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Non ce la faccio più.